Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a bit of a different one today. An ESB. Have a look at that can artwork. If that doesn't scream London, I don't know what does. So it's called You Sound Like You're from London. It's by Banks Brewing out of Seaford, Victoria, Australia. It's 5.2%. Yeah, it's a style you don't see a lot of here in Australia. Every now and then the breweries will have a bit of a crack at them. There's some classic breweries that do them all the time, but most of your craft breweries, they'll only do them once in a blue moon. I always jump on because it's good to try as many styles as possible, and I like some of the classics. I'm going to drink it in my Carwin glass. It's still a little bit dirty. Oh well. But yeah, feel like Banks do pretty well at a lot of the classic styles. Let's give it a go. And yeah, it's Sunday morning here. I was considering going to the city again. I'm still contemplating going. I missed the first train, but there's a second one. But yeah, it's pretty average weather. The clothes I want to wear are on the clothesline and they're still slightly damp. And yeah, that train trip is a pain in the bum. So part of me is just like, I can't be bothered as much as I want to go. So yeah, pause. It looks a bit darker in the camera, but it pours. It's probably like a medium amber, like copper. It's definitely got more of a like an orange red tinge off camera. One finger head. I would say slightly cloudy. And yeah, light carbonation, light to medium body. Let's go a nose, shall we? Sweet caramel. It's like, yeah, like a little bit nutty, earthy. I'm getting like a slight raisin note as well. But yeah, it's got that sort of sticky sweet quality. My hat today applies to the English side. Good old Royal Blood. Good band. Good two-piece band. If you don't know them, check them out. I seen them live last year, and it's incredible how two dudes up on stage can make so much noise. Cheers, Joe. Good to see you, brother. I'm drinking an old school ESB by Banks. I'd have a go at the accent, but I don't want to butcher it. It's always the case. People have well, there's some people out there that can do accents well, but 95% of people that give them a crack just sound like idiots. It's like every time someone tries to do an Aussie accent, it's like, oh, shut up. There might be a touch of citrus in here as well. Yeah, I was contemplating going to the city, dude. Um, Pint of Origin's still going. It finishes today. So a lot of the tap lists at the bars are like unbelievable. But yeah, it's like pretty cold. My clothes that I want to wear are on the line and they're still damp. And yeah, just the train trip's such a pain in the ass. Plus, I got to start work tomorrow at 4 a.m. So that's another thing. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to stay home, get on it, maybe do a stream. I didn't end up doing one yesterday. I had some food and I was like, I don't really feel like there's too many people around, so I didn't want to waste my afternoon. I like that sweet toffee note. Anyway, I better have a taste. We're not here to smell it all day. Cheers. Good balance of sweet and bitter. It's definitely got like a sort of like a stewed or a dried fruit, like a raisin prune sort of thing going on. Prominently, obviously, it's toffee, like a caramel, like some honey sweetness. You're getting like, yeah, like sort of like a herbal quality too. Cheers, Simo. Good to see you, brother. Still live, I see. By the way, the Northerners would beat the Southerners. I voted. I reckon the Northerners would batter the Southerners. It's tough though, because with the Midlands being in the middle, I reckon you'd get some hard units in the Midlands. So it's like that could sway the answer if they're either north or south. I've got so many good beers in the fridge to pick from. It's very random that I went an ESB, but yeah, it's different. It's refreshing. I always try and like go different styles and different breweries and try and mix it up. Obviously, you're going to see a lot of yeah, like Mountain Culture, Banks, Range, like because they're the sort of good breweries here in Australia. But I'll still always try and throw other ones in occasionally. And obviously, when I pick up international stuff, I'm all over it. I've got a Imperial Stout by Aurora out of New York. They did a tap takeover at Carwin um, this week, but it was on a weekday, so I didn't make it. So I thought I probably should review that at some stage. I might even do it today. Yeah, it's got like a slightly nutty edge to it. See, I like when Australian craft breweries do ESBs. Yeah, just being a classic style, it's like different. They tend to go down pretty well, like Moorish and that. But yeah, I'd like to. It'd be awesome to have an English mate try them and just see what they think compared to what they get back home. I probably need to pick up one or two and get Adam to try them when he comes down. The ABV on this one, dude, is 5.2. So I think most of them are around that sort of like 4.5 to 6% sort of range. Just the artwork on it, it reminds me of like the buses that get around. It's got that same sort of look, just the artwork and the font. I don't know if that, see how it's got a T on the end? I think that's a stuff up because on the back it doesn't have that. And I thought, like, at first when I seen it, I thought it might be just a. I don't know, because you know how they always say, "You're right, you're right, you're right." So it could be real. I don't know, but yeah, on the back it doesn't have that T on the end. Odd one. That's one thing I noticed when I've met a lot of English people. They always say, "You're right, you're right." Like this sort of beer goes down well, like because I'm sitting here and it's really cold. Like you wouldn't think so, but it's only 4 degrees Celsius, so that's pretty cold. I'm sitting here. I've got like tracky pants on, a hoodie, like slippers. Like I'm pretty cold, and like this beer because it's like real malty and it's got a bit of sort of oomph to it. Yeah, like it's hitting the spot. You could just imagine sitting in front of a fire drinking something like this on a cold day. Because it's cold, it makes me want to try a stout now even more. Extra special bitter from Seaford to London. So Seaford's where Banks are, which is it's like southeast of Melbourne on the Mornington Peninsula. I wish Banks were closer. I'd go there all the time. Definitely one of my favourite breweries. So how cool is it though? Like you can go to a brewery and it's got like world class, yeah, like oat cream IPAs and all that sort of shit. And then they'll just have like this little ESB just sitting there. Drink me. Store cold, drink fresh, enjoy responsibly. It's a bit of a slogan I think a lot of beers would have. So yeah, there's another train leaving in 50 minutes. And part of me's like, oh, but here's the you got to weigh up the positives and the negatives. Positives, Carwin Cellars, my favourite bar bottle shop, has probably one of the best tap lists they've ever had. Um, yeah, it's a Sunday. It'll be pretty cruisy. It's the last day of Pint of Origin, so like I'll probably miss out. Um, it's probably about the only positives. The negatives, it's a 2 hour train trip there and back. The trains have been unreliable lately, so I'll probably get screwed over. I have to start work at 4 a.m. tomorrow, and that means I have to get up at like 2:30 a.m. So I'll probably get about 5 hours sleep. Um, yeah, it's cold, it's shit weather, and my clothes I want to wear on the clothesline slightly damp. So it's just weighing it up. But the main negative's obviously the train trip. It's just like if I lived within an hour, it would be so much easier. No, we're not allowed to. Like, you can't drink on the train, and you can't even do it sort of on the sly because they have like cameras and people walking up and down all the time. It sucks. Well, that's what I don't get. In England, they can actually buy beers on the train and like enjoy themselves while on the train. Whereas in Australia, you're just sitting there and you're like, oh, this is shit. Normally, you're sitting next to some random and it's like uncomfortable. I'd be there in a heartbeat, obviously, if it wasn't for the train trip. Got all these friends that live in Melbourne and they can go to these things whenever they want and they'll still complain, oh, I don't want to take the 10-minute tram journey. It's like 10 minutes. I have to take fucking 2 hours to get here. Yeah, it sucks. And yeah, like it's not just a 2 hour trip either. It's like 2 hours just from the train station to the Melbourne train station. I have to walk 20 minutes either way. And then I have to take another train to get from the city out to where the bar is. So yeah, I mean, all up, it's probably like 5 hours travel in a day. So it's not ideal. I should have went down yesterday and stayed the night, but I just didn't want to fork out. Yeah, like 150 on accommodation again. I just want to live closer to the city. Like, yeah, Geelong's an hour away from Melbourne. But the best thing about Geelong being an hour away is they have trains every 40 minutes. So you know you're going to get home at some stage and you've got so many options going back and forth. Whereas when you're in the country, you've only got like 3 trains for the day. And the last one leaves at like 7 o'clock at night and it's not late enough. Like if you're going to go down there for a sesh, you want to be able to have a full day and night. I can definitely tell I'm not going because I'm already writing it off. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Every time I go on a plane, I always make the most of it if I can have a drink. You're right if it's like not too far of a trip. Um, See, even when I've been to Thailand, that's like a 7 hour flight. Normally, I've been able to get away with just going on the toilet like once or twice. But yeah, it'd be hard if it was like flying to America or London or whatever. Like once you'd start pissing, you wouldn't be able to stop. You'd be wanting to sit on the aisle, that's for sure. Have you had any bracket beers, Joe, since they've started up a venue again? Because they're always one of my favourite breweries, and then they obviously lost their venue because it got too expensive. And now, yeah, now they're back again, but they're somewhere else. I'm a huge fan. I've got 2 West Coast from them in the fridge. Um, I'm going to place an order of them, like for their hazies, probably during the week sometime. Yeah, I'd love for some UK folk to try this beer, just so I could get a grasp as to how banks go when it comes to these sort of classic styles. Yeah, you need to get onto them, dude. They're awesome. They were in Alexandria, if you know where that is. They were right next to a axe throwing place. It was a cool little venue they had. And then yeah, the whoever the owner of the building was just put the rent up way too much and they just couldn't afford it. They're like, well, fuck it, we're out. And then, yeah, it took them a while to find another place, I think. But I've got a feeling now they might be in amongst all the other breweries in like Marrickville or somewhere like that. That Duvel, Duval, that'll mess you up. It's funny, there's a guy in the UK beer community, he'd be like, Duvel. Everyone used to take the piss out of him. He'd always talk about how many he could drink, and people reckon he was talking shit. Ooh. Yeah, that sweetness is nice. It's like not too much. Could just imagine drinking it on a cask or cask, as they say in the north and the south. But yeah, all up, I'm getting like caramel toffee with like, yeah, like that sort of honey sweetness. You're getting like a nutty character, like a touch of, I feel like it's like a slight touch of orange. And yeah, like some raisin. Yeah, maybe slightly bready. I don't know with ESBs if you get much bready quality normally. Cheers, Joe. Yeah, it's sort of like light in carbonation. I feel like that would probably be the case with this sort of style. Hmm, I don't mind it at all. What's everyone else up to for their weekend? I have to decide what beer I'm going to go next. I am thinking a stout, possibly. I think I've got like three there. I reckon two of them are international. Can't believe it's only 4 degrees Celsius. Woo. We'll get to that stage soon where overnight we might get some snow. It won't be so much like where I live, but like in the forest about 20 minutes away. Up at the highest point there, they get snow occasionally, and it's beautiful when it happens. I've got a photo of Jack when he was a newborn puppy, and we're up in the snow, and he looks so cold. He's got his bright blue eyes, and just like, help me. Anyway, I better score this thing, wrap it up. I'm probably going to go. I'll go a solid 4 out of 5. And like that might sound like a low score compared to scores I normally give, but I think it's just with the style. Normally, a style like this, you're not going to give it some whopping score, but I think for what it is, they've done well. Yeah, as I said, like nice caramel toffee base. Yeah, it's like got that sort of honey sweetness to it. It's like slightly nutty. Yeah, you get some raisins, some citrus. Very easy drinking. And yeah, it sort of leaves you wanting more. Like you could session quite a couple, I reckon. Now I've got the burps and the hiccups. So yeah, I reckon I'll be around for a few more today. I'll do at least one or two more reviews, maybe a hangout. We'll just see how many people are around. Seems a bit quiet on the old tube this weekend. But yeah, good effort by Banks. ESB. If you like the classic styles, give it a whirl. I think they've also got they had a couple of different things. They had an American stout. So I think it was just a low ABV stout that was like sort of had slight charriness and some hoppiness. I was going to say they had a brown ale, but I think that was another brewery. Yeah, they got quite a few hazies and westies out at the moment. But yeah, one of my favourite breweries. So get around them. Cheers, and I'll be back again soon.